Hey guys, welcome back. This is your host Phil from underKG.com, and today I have the Nokia 6. This is somewhat of a mid-ranger in the Nokia lineup. They're expanding it currently, and this isn't exactly the same Nokia that we used to have from the Windows Phone, because they never had the fully Android smartphone. They had like pseudo-Android phones. But anyway, this is the fully Android smartphone from the new home of Nokia, as they call it. It's from the company called HMD. They have the right to use Nokia name on the phones, and this looks like a Nokia as well. Let's dive right into it. So here's the phone itself. It's in matte black, and this is a Hong Kongese version. Largely seeing there are two big variants of the Nokia 6. There is the Greater Chinese region, and then there is a global model. Greater Chinese model have 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage, along with the notification LED on the front and lack of autofocus on the front-facing camera. That being said, the global model has 3 gigabytes of RAM and 32 gigabytes of storage and no LED lighting. And yes, there is the autofocus on the front-facing camera. Included in the packaging is this pair of earphones, which doesn't look good at all. I haven't tried it yet, so it's a little bit too early to judge, but initial impressions. Here's a micro USB cable. Yes, it does have the micro USB port in 2017. And then there is the charger that has the output of 5 volts 2A, which isn't exactly the best, but it's better than some of the lower capacity chargers that some of the companies include, like Apple or some else. And then there is the packets. Here is the SIM card tray removal tool, little pin right there, and then the user manual. And we're gonna put it right there, because that's all it has inside the packaging. And moving up to the phone, here's the Nokia 6 itself. You're gonna pull it out of the plastic, and here you go. What you see on the front side is a 5.5 inch of a display, along with the receiver, 8 megapixel of camera, Nokia logo, and back, home, and multitasking key, in which the home key doubles as a fingerprint reader. And the right side has a power key, volume rocker, and 3.5mm headphone jack on top. Not my favorite spot, but at least it has one. And then there is the SIM card tray on the left-hand side, along with the micro SD card slot that doubles as the dual SIM slot. So it's a hybrid SIM. And there's a Nokia tune, turning it on, and micro USB port on the bottom, along with the loudspeaker and the microphone. And rear is more of a familiar looking part. Nokia logo in the center, and 16 megapixels of camera along with the LED flash. It's pretty bright at f2.0, and it's also got the face detection autofocus built in. And now that it's done booting up, let's go with the settings. And here we go with the home screen. This is the launcher, and you can see that it's a lot like the Pixel launcher or the stock Google launcher. And that is especially the case overall the whole system, because this is very akin to the stock Android. They try to make it really clean and not, bloated by the bloatwares, so it really doesn't have any of the bloatwares in the software. Aside from the stock Google app, the only thing that you see is the FM radio app, which is totally acceptable, it's a feature, and that's how clean it is. Trying out some of the feature also reveals the stock nature of the new Android software, the new Nokia's Android software. Messaging is pretty stock, the contacts app is pretty stock, and camera app also looks pretty stock / feature lacking. And the Android version comes at 7.1.1. The basic specs are pretty modest as well. Full HD resolution, Snapdragon 430 octa-core processor, 3000 mAh of battery built in, and that's pretty much it. One of the few fancy things is that it utilizes a receiver on top as a dual stereo speaker, and it also has the Dolby sound effect right there. Let's go to sound menu, and then there is a Dolby surround sound. You can turn it on or off, and you can choose between either music mode or theater mode. And that's pretty much all they have customized from the stock Android software. I really haven't had a proper Nokia experience since like Lumia 930, so that's a pretty long time ago. And this is the first Android phone from Nokia that I'm ever trying, so I have big hopes for it, especially on the software optimization and the battery life, and also the camera, which is the part that usually the mid-rangers fail at. That being said, I'll be spending some time with the new Nokia 6, and we'll get back with the review fairly soon. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment. You can always meet us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. We'll see you guys later. This was Nokia 6. Ciao.